Good afternoon, dear students. We will start our subject, commodity research of food products. First lecture will be about commodity research as a science. I am your lecturer, Aygirim Tukenovna Sarsembekova. Okay, what is a commodity? Commodity is a scientific discipline that studies the properties of consumer goods. For this science is particular importance the study of consumer cost goods. Any product has value. The amount of it is socially necessary labor expended on the production of goods determines the magnitude of its value. The usefulness of the goods, the ability to meet any human need, is called consumer value. And the property understands the objective product feature that appears when you create, use, and consumption. Product properties can be both natural and acquired in the process of production, storage, and sales. The main task of the commodity identification and study of the fundamental characteristic of the goods that make up the customer value, establishing the nomenclature of consumer characteristics and indicators of the quality of goods, study of the properties and performance range of product, analysis of the assortment policy of industrial or trade organization, commodity expert assessment of the quality of goods, including new domestic and imported goods. Identifying quality grades, diagnosis of defects of the goods and their causes, the adoption of measures to prevent the implementation of low quality and dangerous goods, ensuring the quality and the quantity of products at different stages of the technological cycle, establishing kinds of commodity loses their causes and development of measures for their prevention or reduction, information support of product distribution from the manufacturer to the consumer. The classification of products. The classification of food products, the distribution of them into groups or classes in general and most characteristic features. Various symptoms can be the basis of classification. Origin of goods, their chemical composition, purpose, and so on. In this regard, there are different classifications of food, but one of them is accepted. According to the classification of training, all food products are divided into the following groups: grain, flour, horticulture products and mushrooms, starch, sugar, honey, confectionery products, taste, edible fats, dairy products, eggs, meat, fish products, food concentrates. This classification provides a grouping of goods mainly for the main raw material, but some of their group, flavoring products, confectionery fats, food concentrates, cannot be combined on the basis. Within the group of products, depending on the raw materials, production, technology, formulation, quality, and other features are divided into types, species, varieties, and sometimes into smaller classification groups. For example, cereal grains, depending on the culture, is divided into types: buckwheat, millet, oats. And according to the method of treating group, can be several varieties: polished, whole, and crushed. The quality of some varieties of cereals are divided into product classes: the higher group, the first, and second. Consequently, the commercial grade is determined by the quality characteristic of the goods. Depending on the purpose of goods, subdivided the following groups: consumer products produced by traditional technology and designed for the poor key population, treatment and prophylactic products specially created for preventive and therapeutic food, and baby food specially designed for the food healthy and the diseased children under the age of 3. The quality of goods. The quality of goods is one of the basic characteristics that have a decisive influence on the creation of consumer preferences and the formation of competitiveness. Under the food relies a set of properties that reflect the product's ability to provide the organoleptic characteristics the body's need for nutrition, the safety of its health, reliability during manufacture and storage. The main properties of food products which determine their usefulness and ability to meet human nutritional needs are the nutritional value, natural flavor, and its storage ability. Nutritional value is a complex characteristic property full of useful properties of the product: energy, biological, physiological, sensory value, digestibility, goodness. Energy value. Energy value of products is determined by their content of fat, protein, carbohydrates. Food energy value expressed in kilojoules and kilocalories per 100 gram of was found that oxidation in the human 1 gram fat allocated 9.3 kilocalorie, 1 gram protein 4.1 kilocalorie, and the carbohydrates 3.75 kilocalorie. A certain amount of energy as the body gets in the oxidation of organic acid and alcohol. Knowing the chemical composition of the product, you can calculate its energy value. Biological value is characterized by the presence of biologically active substances, products. Essential amino acids, vitamins, macro and microelements, essential polyunsaturated fatty acids. These components are synthesized by the enzymatic system of the organism, and therefore they can not be replaced with other nutrients. They are called essential and must be ingested with food, meat, fish, dairy products. The physiological value. The physiological value of food is determined by the ability to affect the digestive, nervous, cardiovascular system of the person and his body's resistance to diseases. Physiological value are, for example, tea, coffee, spices, milk, and other products. Sensory value of foods are responsible for the quality indicators: appearance, consistency, smell, taste, composition, degree of freshness, increases appetite, and better absorb best in appearance foods, fresh or usually kept small fruits, dietetic, eggs, leaf, fish, bakery products of high quality raw materials. Since they have more biologically active substances, the taste and flavor of goods are so important that in some cases to achieve them used methods of processing, for example, smoking fish and sausage, causing even a slight decrease in the digestibility of proteins. Worse assimilated products having a dull color, irregular shape, uneven surface, and overly soft or porous texture, containing less active ingredients with a low 8 nutritional value. Products with defects in appearance and consistency often contain substances that are harmful to the human body. And about digestibility of food. And the digestibility of food is expressed digestibility coefficient